Welcome to our previous session. We will discuss do's and don'ts at presentation today. At the end of every course, naturally, students are asked to appear at presentation where they have to show their ideas and present their ideas before other students. In case of professional level, if you work for a company, multinational company, you have to present your idea before the board of governors, board of directors, etc. And even in case of formal meeting, you have to tell something before the audience. So presentation is very important. And if you can present your idea effectively with the interest of the audience, your ideas may be accepted, and that should be it. So let's go directly to the several points we are going to discuss about presentation. The first thing first, that is, every presentation should have a starter. If you visit a Chinese restaurant, there they will be providing soup for a starter. In case of presentation, of course, there will have a starter that can be called beginning or opening or an introduction of presentation. So that is very important because at the time of the presentation, you are presenting something before the audience. All the audiences are looking at you. So you have to raise interest of the audience through your first 2 or 3 words. Many start with greetings, Assalamu alaikum, or many starts with good evening or good afternoon or good morning, like that. So what should you do? Naturally, all of your audience are not from one religion. So I should say that choose a formal greeting that will cover all of the audience. In this regard, I suggest that good morning and assalamu alaikum, or in the another way, good morning, assalamu alaikum, and good morning. Then you have to tell your name. You can tell your name in 2 different ways. I am Muhammad Abdus Salam, or this is Muhammad Abdus Salam. I am in favor of the second one, because if you say this is Muhammad Abdus Salam presenting my topic, then you have to tell your batch number, roll number, name of the department, and the university's name as well. And again, you have to start some phrase. You have to use some phrase. Firstly, initially, at the very beginning or at the very outset, I am in favor of the fourth one. So you should say at the very outset, I am very much thankful to the Almighty Creator who has kept us safe in such a COVID-19 situation. Then I want to thank from the core of my heart to my honorable course teacher, Muhammad Abdus Salam Sir, and also the audience, my friends and colleagues who are sitting in front of me. Even these are the very formal approach of starting your presentation. Let's move on to my topic. Here, I want to add that you may pause the video and you can start. In that way, I will say that start your presentation in a very normal speed of speaking. Not start your presentation with a full speed. So in that regard, you might have some shortage of your speeches according to that scheduled time. So you can pause a video and you can say that I will be delivering a formal presentation. Here, good morning and assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Abdus Salam, batch number 9, Department of English, Jagannath University. At the very outset, I am very much thankful to the Almighty Creator who has kept us safe in such a COVID-19 situation. And also, I am very much thankful to my course teacher, Muhammad Abdus Salam Sir, for giving me the chance of presentation, as well as the audience who are sitting in front of me, I am also thank you for giving me your passion sharing. Let's move on to my topic. Here, if the audiences are bored after having so many speakers, so in this way, you can follow some techniques. What are the techniques? That you can say that all of the scholars presented their ideas earlier, everything has been told. I want to add a single point. So the audience, actually, they have been bored and they will think that, oh, this speaker is going to spend a very less time. And for this reason, this will attract the attention of the audience. And after gaining the attention of the audience, you can move on to your points elaborately. So the first thing is that you can attract the audience attention through your space. Many of the presentation, they take 5 to 10 second time before presentation. So this is also another technique. And also you can put your hands in middle of your spectacles, just like that. Okay. But you can start with like that, just or like that touch of your forehead in such a way that is within the 5, not more than 10 seconds. So if you take more than 10 seconds, your audience might distract, okay, and they will start talking. So after getting such kind of, and when you will be speaking in such a way that I want to add one point, then the audience will attract to your presentation. Second thing, how loudly you will speak. In this regard, I will say that you have to calculate or you have to observe the number of audience. You have to reach the last audience of the hall where you are presenting. If you use the loudspeaker, then use your voice in such a way, then all the audience can hear you clearly. Not so loudly, not so less loudly voice that other audience will not hear you. Third thing, body language is very important. You can communicate to the audience with body language. In this regard, many speakers start like, I am here to present my presentation. So you will be moving hands in such a way that he is not speaking. That means he is doing something more with your movements of the hand. So there should be a movement of the hand, but that should be moderate. And as well as the movement of the hand with head will also be moderate. Again, eye contact, very important element of a presentation. Eye contact presents your confidence level. So there should be an eye contact towards the audience. In this regard, if all of the audience are sitting and they are in oval shape, then you have to move your hand a little bit to see every audience. Not like that, that you will be putting your eyes fixed on a single audience, like teacher, course teacher, or others. So you are presenting towards the audience. So if you look directly all the time to your course teacher, that will violate the rules of presentation. That means you are giving importance to your course teacher and you are disregarding the other audience attending the presentation. So eye contact is very necessary. Many of you might think that, oh, sir has said to move our hand. So you should start your presentation and move, you start moving your hand in such a way, but not like that. So movement your hands, and through the movement of your speech, your hand will be moving from one direction to another direction. Many speakers do not put their eyes straight to the screen or to the audience. They might look through the window, they might look to the roof, they might look to the floor. Okay, it shouldn't be. It means that if you do not look directly towards the audience, you are a less confident speaker. In order to be a confident speaker, to prove you to be a confident speaker, just have a eye contact towards the audience, not a specific audience, but all the audience from one side to another. And one thing is that do not, or every time, put your face towards the audience. And of course, there should be an ending. Your ending of your presentation should be like that. So thank you very much for attending my presentation. And if you have any questions, please don't feel hesitated to make those now. I am trying my best to answer the questions. Now, quickly, we have to take something that is what to do. Dress up well. So dress up well. If you dress up well, it will give your confidence level a booster. So your confidence level will be grow, and you can present your presentation with much confidence. And the tech preparation, you have to, suppose you are going to present a session and you think that you will be presenting there with the help of the PowerPoint presentation, but in such a day that there might have no electricity. So in these cases, you have to take a hard copy as well. That means the preparation. And of course, before your final presentation, at least with the hard copy and with the soft copy, you have to present your topic 3 times before the final presentation. And put your mouth 2 inches away from the mouth speakers, not very close to the mouth speech of the mouth speaker. Rather, your talking might be vibrated. And smile, smile, and smile. So smile is a one kind of body language that can be so important in case of presentation. Whatever may be your physical condition, whatever may be your family condition, whatever may be the problem may be in your life, that when you will be presenting your topic before the audience, just smile. Keep a smiling face all through the time of your presentation. That can make your presentation lively, and that lively presentation will engage your audience to hear from you so many things. And also that I have told it earlier, be confident. Again, not to do, that means don't put in formal dress. Don't put your mouth very close to the mouth speakers. Don't produce odd sound. Many of us produce a sound at the time of the presentation. What should be done in order to eradicate such kind of bad habits? I should say that why such kind of bad sound come in our mouth at the time of presentation. It happens that when your brain fails to find appropriate word, then such kind of odd sound like come at the time of the presentation. So using some phrase, you can eradicate this odd sound. What are the phrase? That means, you know, I mean, I want to say, what should be said. So these are the phrase. So if you start in such a way that I am going to present my topic, the name of my topic is Importance of Global English Language. So I mean, that means you are searching through the fraction of several time, your brain will manage the appropriate word. At the time you will be presenting, I mean, you know that global English is very important in terms of international communication. So in this way, uttering some phrases, you can eradicate such kind of problem. And don't put your hand tights in front of your body or not in the back side of your body. So your hands will be normal. And even in our culture that we have said, don't put your hands in your pockets of your pant or coat. in case of Asian culture, if you put your hands in your pocket, uh, it, it naturally it is not taken taken formally. It is an informal approach of presenting your topic. So don't put your hands in the pockets of your coat or pant as well, and don't make yourself a statue. So if you will be presenting in such a way that moderate movements of hand, moderate movement of eyes, and also moderate movement of your head will make your presentation lively. So if you do not move your hands, move your mouth, move your hand, head, that will be a statue-like presentation. So don't do this. Now let's move on to the title question that I make here, that in case of question answer session, if any students or any audience ask you a tough question, what should be done? Very frankly, that if you do not answer the question, frankly admit that I'm sorry, I didn't think it earlier and I can answer your question right now. But one point is that if you say that yes, I can answer your question right now, next time I will try to answer your question, but you will lose this audience. So in such a way, you can assume a technique. That is the technique that is uh, uh, you can say whenever you can say, what do you think? When an audience asks you a tough question, then you can say that, what do you think? That means give the question back to the question maker. And then the other audience, you can also involve other audiences as well, that what the other audience think about this question. So involving the question maker and also involving the other audience, you can have a general clue, and with your own experience, even you can answer the tough question of the presentation, and your presentation will be a lively presentation. And another thing I have to mention here, I have to say that eye contact. Suppose if you are presenting something with the audience, and if we look to the eyes of one of your friends, then you will start laughing at the time of presentation. So what should be done? When you will be looking to the audience, you will be looking towards the forehead level, towards the all audience, towards the forehead level, not towards the eye of your course teacher, not towards the eye of your close friend, so that with the twinkling of eye, he can he or she can make fun to you, and you might start laughing at the time of the presentation. So following all kinds of presentation, try to be a good presentation if we follow, and practice and practice and practice. If you practice, one day you will be the better, even the best presenter. So thank you all. Stay safe, stay healthy in such a COVID-19 situation.